Hey everybody. So this was a video I wanted to do for a while, but I got busy, so either ways here it is now. The soda inspired by Manson, and yeah, that's right, the Manson family, which it's a little bit misnomer, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So where the story starts is the new Coke campaign, which was around late 1980s going into the 1990s, and for a while there Coke was keeping itself afloat against Pepsi, but it quickly started dropping off, especially with new Coke being considered not one of their best ideas. So they were at about, I think it was something like $2 million deficit in their competition, so they decided to bring back Sergio Zyman, which they had initially, I believe, either let go or fired due to his selling of the new Coke, but he had some success with Fruitopia, Diet Coke, and Coke Classics. So they were like, okay, why not give him a shot again? And so the Zyman, his idea was that this Coke, in order to make themselves better, really needs to sell themselves differently. And in this case, he didn't want it to sell itself at all. He looked at research which he conducted himself, and I think that's already a little bit of a fallacy, that said the number one words that everybody recognizes across most languages are okay and Coke. And along with it, dystopia was really on the rise right now. This is where you had some of those future arcs in Dragon Ball, you had Akira, you had Blade Runner. I believe there might have been some dystopia books like Lord of the Rings that were doing much better around this time. And so his idea was just kind of based off of that, make fun of itself, become something that's very popular and common stream media, look like it's out of a dystopian book. And so the designs were interesting. He hired some dark cartoonists that were known for their pessimistic views in order to make kind of a mundane dark soda. The motto of it was things are going to be okay. It was on everything, and it was often cited kind of tacking things at in pop culture at that point in time. I remember one thing that put on there's pop psych. It made fun of something. Its main phrase was "You're okay, I'm okay," and that was supposed to poke fun at the psych pop thing going on, where it's like, oh, all of us have something deep seated that we need to work through, and along with it, in interviews, kind of put there, it under promises. It doesn't say it will be the next big thing. And that was the common running theme for it. Along with it, as kind of talked about, this is what I mean. Is one of the cartoonists for one of their four mascots, he made Charles Manson one of them, or at least based off of him. Which at first glance, I know it's like, oh, maybe there's just some stuff that's kind of similar, but no, there was actually an interview with one of them where he did say nobody told me that I couldn't put a mass murderer on the can. So this can, well, Zyman specifically, and OK Soda Company was like, oh, we won't just get you to 2 million, we'll get you to 3 million, we'll put you back in the lead. And so it soft launched around 8 locations in the US, mainly on the western side of the country. And if you bought it, you'd get different stuff like okay shirts, some hats. You'd even get these empty cans that had extra quarters to buy another okay soda. And it also ran telephone surveys to see what people thought of it and whatnot. The other idea that Simon had for trying to make this a really good selling soda was he was like, It'll sell by word of mouth. We'll make it seem just like a dystopian thing where it just keeps popping up everywhere." And so they had chain mail that would go to different people's houses. If you don't know what that is, that's where you receive a letter, and unless you want to avoid something bad happening to you, you must send it to another person. So in this case, it would even be read on TV. Well, its main slogan that it would put places, even just random places where there weren't any sodas, was "This is a coincidence." It claimed that it would show the truth of people on its website, which unfortunately is down now. And a lot of people believed that it kind of felt like it was pushing an agenda, like here's one of its ads, which doesn't seem too bad, little creepy, along with its vending machines that only sold okay sodas. And along with it, it had other things that was basically telling people that, yeah, pessimism is the only way to go, or at least that's how people took it at the time. And so ultimately, as you can kind of guess, since you haven't seen it around in a while, OK Soda did go under. It would never fully release. It was received pretty bad with those telephone surveys. The main complaint saying it tasted like carbonated tree sap or Fruitopia, so like off-brand cousin. And so it really goes down as one of the like number one failed sodas that nobody brings up anymore. Along with it, if you're wondering about Zyman, he would effectively kind of just be, to a certain degree, really pushed down. And the Coke company, I'm pretty sure he might have even gone to Pepsi after that, because all four of those main products that he sold at the time would eventually go under by 2000s. So